women are supposed to be cheerleaders. They're not supposed to be footballers. When a sport is being played by a man, it is different from when it's being played by a woman.
You better relax, make it swallow your pride when you come on this side. Hands on the head, make it crack me and smile, fulfilling the vibe. Come to Cairo, make I show you the hero, we'll push on the side, push on the side. Looking for ways to go pump in the style. Lots of some things and a strategy down.
Issue with Reece James. You saw that post?
Oh yeah.
Reece James says that his sister, Lauren, is the best footballer in the world and will be for the next 10-15 years. He said she is technically better than some Premier League players. Or the quote was, some players in the Prem.
I think it would have been better if he said she's even better than I technically.
Yeah, so we'll accept that. But that's not what he said. So he said she's better than some players in the Prem. My first question was, can you name these people, please?
Yeah. You cannot say something like that and just say some players. You cannot.
She's not even better under 15. No, she cannot beat anybody under 15 squad in Chelsea.
She cannot now. What
you don't even need to talk about the hypothetical.
I don't know.
The Arsenal women played with the Arsenal under 15 and lost 7-0. These are Arsenal women that are going to play Champions League football.
Yes.
Or Champions League alleged football. Because it's not real football. And I posted that quote from Reece James to the group. The people who were pushing back against me were men. Those men that came to the podcast and were arguing about, oh, we don't know how to word it. And they kept hiding behind the word technically. And I
Sorry, technically.
Exactly.
Technical means like yes. Factually, that's what technical means now.
No, you understand? That's true. That's it. But that's even a lexical argument.
Yeah, like he's trying to frame it like, okay, like if they tell you okay, elaborate, you say, oh, she can. Some people cannot play free kick, or some people. Just like it's anything like technicality, like she knows how to score free kick, or like she knows how to.
But she's scoring free kick against female goalkeepers.
Nobody even cares. She cannot score free kick. She cannot score free kick. She's just Reece James' sister.
Right.
That Chelsea signed because Reece James is playing well and want to put a span on his face and let him extend his contract.
You see that one, she doesn't even look fit.
She looks fat.
Like
a bit chubby. Yeah, you're right. And as a woman, you can be playing for Manchester United looking like that. As a man, you can't.
You cannot.
Because they signed her for Manchester United, and now she's playing for Chelsea. And look at she's chubby. She's like size 10. But that's not even the issue. The issue is the men who cannot admit that what this guy said is stupid.
No, it's stupid. Not even a lie. It's dumb.
It's a stupid statement. And I said, look, this is a very condescending thing. Men don't go around comparing themselves to women players. Why should women players be compared to male players?
Is it one that's comparing them?
No, but the first reaction was, okay, Reece James is hyping his sister. And I said, that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
If that's the spirit of what you're doing, you're saying she's the best. She's fine.
The first statement, right? She's the best woman footballer in the world.
That's not even true.
That's not what he said.
There was a woman's statement. They say the best footballer.
It's on the group. You can show it. You can read it up.
But even that is not true. She's not even the best.
She's not even the best. But
in the first place.
But let's say she is.
She's not even the best in Chelsea.
She can't be.
She cannot even be the best in the Chelsea.
Do you know the kind of animals that City women have?
She's not
like
the best.
Those girls are very, very good.
Can she be better than the American girl?
Morgan or whatever.
Yeah, that always hyping. That one is not even the best female footballer.
Yeah, Alex Morgan.
Please. Somebody that we've never seen at Ballon d'Or ceremony.
Thank you. And that was like my point. She's not even. We don't even know whether she's the best player in her team. Or in her.
I don't even know.
It's just excited. Maybe the contract just gave me is exciting.
Yeah.
Talk trash.
So I believe she's the best women's footballer in the world.
Okay, I believe. Which is
I will be for the next 10 to 15 years.
That is I believe.
Yes.
That is in his own belief.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, fine. Belief. Now he says.
And I will be for the next 10 to 15 years without doubt.
Without doubt, okay.
She's technically better than some Premier.
Now this is an objective statement. The first thing he said was subjective. I believe. If he says, oh, I believe she's technically better than EPL players.
So this guy is fat now. I didn't know she's this fat.
Maybe she has like 2 children.
No, this guy is fat now. Come on now. No.
That's what I said though. She doesn't even look fit.
She just look now. Look at the picture now.
As a male player, you.
This person cannot.
That's
come on.
Can she run?
Can she play 90 minutes?
That's League 4. So, okay, you're saying can she run or all these things? Running is different. A woman can be faster than a man. It's possible. But like, what they kept hammering on, what they kept hiding behind, I would say, they were hiding behind the finger. They said, "Oh, technically." Like,
But what does technically mean?
Right. I asked. Somebody posted a division and said, "Oh, technique means the way a player technically handles the ball." Or something. That's what the person posted. And I'm like,
look at this.
The first one of the definition, like, the definition should not pay the word.
I pointed that out.
So
I pointed it out and I just laughed to myself. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Why are you pushing back against me? Like, can't we all see that this is a manifestly stupid statement for someone to make? The fact that you can't just say, "Oh, this guy is stupid,"
Is the problem? Is that the
problem?
like what?
Because these are the guys that will say, "Oh, the world is bad today because Mark Zuckerberg is a geek and he's ruling the world, and beta should be in charge." I'm like, you yourself, a thing as small as this, you're not even brave enough to call it out because you're afraid of offending a woman. Women don't even care. No woman chimed in on this argument that we had because no woman cares about women football.
They even watch.
They don't care about it. Somebody came and said, "Oh, I watched her on." He said, "I watched her two weeks ago." Okay, was it not by mistake that you wanted to watch real football and it happened that they were showing the match?
You didn't spend 20 minutes on that match.
It's not possible.
You cannot. It's not even possible.
You know how I know that it's not possible? Because throughout while we were arguing, he never went on YouTube and brought the clip of that post. See this girl, she's better than some players in the Prem. They didn't do it because they don't care. Because women football is not real. It's not a real thing. It's Quidditch. It's Harry Potter.
Nobody watches women football. That's just the truth. Nobody watches. No Nigerian can sit down and watch a woman's football.
I said, so when the guy said all those things, I said, look, please, we're talking about real football here. Like, so he was not like trying to bait me into like saying something that will get me cancelled. Oh, this is what you're saying. Look, if you and I go to the market and we say, oh, we want to watch football, is it women's Super League that they will show us, or is it Barclays Premier League that they will show us? The answer is simple. It's EPL. It's real football they will show us. Because you have to specify that, oh, we want to watch rubbish. They will now carry rubbish and show us.
You cannot go to a bar and then they
will be putting women's match.
They will not even do that. Because they know their customers will
So why is this guy pushing back on me? Why?
Ask him, does he in his house? Does he change channel and put one over and leave it? I just see that.
It's just propaganda. It's a shame. It's a shame that
I alone was standing against 3 people. These guys are men that watch football and they're arguing with me on a comment of women football, for God's sake. I said this is the problem.
That's the problem.
Because the first thing you're supposed to do if you say something like that is, Reece James, can you mention the players?
Look, that is even
because we work with facts. Yes. If you believe your sister is the best footballer in the world, we understand that you believe, like you want to encourage her. That's why you put on your sister, and you believe it's a belief. You are wrong. You are wrong, but you will understand your right to believe whatever nonsense you believe. Fine, because it's fact. That's your belief. But you now said that she's technically. Do you know what technique means? Technique is the most ubiquitous, is the most ambitious word in football.
The player's technique.
Feinting a ball is technique. Passing, being able to pass a 60-yard diagonal ball is technique.
That's technique now. She cannot
being able to pass 70-yard ground pass.
She cannot do that.
That's Xabi Alonso. Fabregas can't do it. Xabi Alonso can do it.
Being able to track the ball that is coming from up,
like Neymar,
and bouncing once is technique. Even if you don't bounce safe,
she cannot do it.
Marcelo. You understand? That's technique. So different types of passing, shooting, trivela, using your weak foot. So
are you telling this girl to do outside foot shots?
No, wait now. But these are all examples. Yeah. Even the way you drop kick as a goalkeeper, people don't associate the word technique with goalkeeper, but that's not true.
No.
Are you telling me that
technique to throw ball from your distance
and right?
Find the player you are looking for.
Forget that. Alisson giving assist to Osana. Ederson giving assist to Aguero. You understand? It's, what's the name of Stoke? Wayne Hennessy can't do it.
Sorry.
Do you understand what I mean? That's technique.
He cannot.
So technique covers.
Why do you have to call Wayne Hennessy, man? He cannot do it.
They can't. Right? So technique covers everything in football. Everything in football is technique. There is not even tackling. It's technique.
It's technique. Because there's some kind of tackling.
The kind of tackling Gerard Piqué does is different kind of tackling that Maguire does.
It's true.
You understand? When Scholes used to tackle and get red card, we understand that he has no technique. He's just an animal that will just kick you and collect the red and go. Because he only has sense. But the way Makelele will tackle you is different. It's technique. The way like Neymar will pass to Messi and Messi will just carry the ball like this and Suarez on the other side is technique, even though he didn't touch the ball. But it's technique. Rabona, like Di Maria, all these people.
The way Ibrahimovic will score with the back of leg.
No, that's okay. Now you don't say this guy will do that.
He will do that. Can she even jump up? Can she not like someone that can jump?
My whole point is that them hiding behind the word technique is
it's
proof that they are trying to be stupid. Along with Reece James.
Basically.
Like they're trying to agree with him.
How can you even say this?
EPL, no, he didn't say he believes, he said she is.
Yeah,
he didn't say I believe she is.
Even if he says I believe she's better than some Premier player, it's still wrong.
It's still wrong.
So what would he even? And he says like even the EPL player is supposed to drag him.
Yes.
Like
you have to see it. And the problem is that they won't.
They won't. I mean, I'll just go. I'll just sit like
no mention. You mention names. Name names.
Like
so we will check whether what you're saying is true.
If I'm a Man City player, I will tell him, please mention names. Like even a Chelsea player self, I will feel like, you mean your sister can be better than me. I would like
name names. If you name names and we check.
This guy is actually right too.
She can be better. She doesn't better Maguire.
She can look.
Stop now. Don't mention anybody. Like he's the one that should mention names. He's the one that said it. Don't help him.
Maguire has scored the World Cup.
I'm saying that she's not better than Maguire.
Does not have World Cup goal.
It doesn't matter. Maguire is
he's a
EPL player. He's not playing Quidditch.
Are you joking?
That's the fucking point. Look at the penalty he scored against Italy.
I think I need to even watch a highlight. Let me see what.
Which highlights? She doesn't have any highlights.
Don't do this. Like that's like going to watch Drag Queen Story Hour. I'm serious because they're pretending to be footballers. Footballers are men. That's the point. That's the point here. We know that football is a man's game. Somebody said it recently. Oh, football is a man's game. Like he was talking about how like you know, when someone tackles you, you just fall down. So it's a man's game. You have to be strong and healthy.
Yeah.
The England women had just won the European Championship, and the one was like, "How can you say that on a day like this when we won?" It's like, who's still even talking to you? Did anybody even remember that you won anything? Like
nobody even cared.
Like everybody knows.
That's give you where football. Say
the next day.
Everybody knows that women's sport is charity work. Yes, everybody knows that. Women's football teams don't make money. It's the men's club that has to subsidize them.
Yes.
The United States national team, they agreed with the most unconstitutional, the most communist thing. They agreed that okay, all the international money from World Cup and Olympics should be pulled into one account and they pay all the men and all the women equally. So right now, while the women are sitting down at home, the men are being chased by Africans in Qatar. In Qatar. They're collecting money. So they're paying Pulisic, let's say $100,000 per appearance. They are giving
that big woman.
The lesbian. They're paying the lesbian the same money. Why? Are you doing anything? Are more people watching your matches? Did you travel to Qatar? Those players are supposed to be cheerleaders. They're not supposed to be footballers. But they're collecting the same money. And we want to pretend. You know what got me to this point was the first time I watched UFC. Right? I was very young. I think it was like 10, 20 years ago, right? So they were showing it on Sky, meaning that it was prelims because the pay-per-view was about to start. And I don't remember who the fighters were. They were fighting. And they had a woman as a commentator. I was shocked. I was like, why is a woman commentating UFC? So I just carried it, I just continued. Because today, if that happened, I'll turn off the TV. You understand? But I just left it because I didn't know what was happening. So they were fighting, they were now in a clinch. And they were like just trying to work out, maneuver. You know what this woman said? She said, oh, they were fighting before, but now they're just hugging. I swear to God Almighty, I almost destroyed that TV. Exactly. You don't know what is happening. You don't know what these guys are doing. You don't know how much they train to be in that position where this man is trying to kill me. And you say, oh, they are hugging. You walk. I want to find this woman and just, tell her some stories. you understand? We're trying to watch World Cup. The woman is hosting. There's a woman hosting, which is fine. As a host, your duty is just to be there, be fine, and ask the men some questions. Now I'm seeing lesbians, women sitting down next to Michael Owen, and
talking football.
Michael Owen is talking football, and you two are talking. Bro, why? You two are saying, oh, maybe Michael Owen is trying to make a point. You might even say,
it's true.
Maybe you even interrupt him.
And I think if he had
been
stronger,
maybe you disagree with him.
If he had been stronger, I think he won't fall.
You've never taken a tackle from Elokobi. Why are you here? Why are there putting women in the same category?
I think even the worst.
Can't women just go and sit down and discuss women's football? Just keep it separate.
Yeah.
Exactly, like
you're a woman, so you understand the dynamics of women's football.
Exactly.
As a man, I can't come and talk about women's football.
We don't talk about it.
Because I have no experience in it. You understand? I don't watch it. Hey, you're a woman, you played it, so you're better. Michael Owen's opinions on women's football will not be as heavy as someone like Alex Morgan if they are on the same panel discussing women's football. Yes, they may discuss tactics or whatever, but I think that the effectiveness of tactics is even different.
Yeah.
When it comes to women's football, because it's different.
Do you ever do tactics? Yes.
Put them on the pitch.
Just put on the pitch.
I hope for
the best. Because I don't.
So I'm trying to watch Super Sports and they'll get one black woman with do you know the one that paid me? It was Steve McManaman. Hi! Then the woman, then Michael Owen, I was like, Jesus, I swear, you're talking about men crying. I wanted to cry. The one was black. I'm just looking like, what is this? Do you know what Steve McManaman means? Do you know the meaning of that name? This guy is English, right? Mm-hmm. And he played for Madrid. Winning Champions League. The guy is not a baby.
Yeah, he's not new to this.
What is woman? What does she have?
She's just black and a woman, and it's irrelevant who she is. We don't care. I don't remember her name, and her name is not relevant.
I think that this is even
because she's sitting next to a Ballon d'Or winner in Michael Owen and Steve McManaman. Yeah. That is all. We don't care.
I don't think even those men are comfortable with it.
They are not. You can tell now.
They are not.
Because
can you imagine Roy Keane sitting down on that panel?
Roy Keane will not do that. I've not seen him do any pundits with women. He's not that guy.
He's with BT Sports, so they have more sense than to be like Roy Keane is on the panel and they'll put a woman next to him. A woman too will be trying to give opinions.
Imagine if Roy Keane is trying to argue a point and then the woman disagrees. Just like you are disagreeing. What do you know about what I'm talking about? You don't know anything about his experience now. You cannot even know. Because you don't play the sports, you don't play men's sports.
Look, Serena Williams said that because they were like, oh, Serena Williams, she can be better than a man. Oh, why? I think it was McEnroe, right? John McEnroe said that Serena Williams, she's the best female player, female tennis player.
Yeah.
And then, oh, why do you put female? Why can't she be the best player? Period. He said,
why people just like drama?
You understand? He's like, look, like, no now.
I watched that interview.
Yeah.
And they tried everything.
And he said, "Oh, are you going to apologize?"
Apologize.
No.
No. Like
What? Like, it's true.
He said
Because-
she's not even
Yeah. Because that question has been asked many times, right? And do you know the sad part? Somebody brought it up in that argument yesterday about Reece James' sister. One, tennis and football are two different things. But tennis doesn't even help their argument because Serena Williams, that he mentioned, that he invoked into the conversation.
She said this.
She played a man.
The old man.
She played a man, and
How this man? You know,
he played her, and he played her sister. And he beat her 6-1, he beat the sister 6-2. I can't remember which one. And he told them that right now I'm ranked 200 in the world, right? To play you,
I didn't even prepare.
I played at the level of somebody who is ranked 600, right? And if I'm to rank you, you will not be able to beat somebody who is ranked 800 and above. That's what he told them. Some years later, she was one of these late night shows. She said, the man to a cock. Can't you be better than a man? She said, no. That the way men serve and the way women serve is two different things.
Even the song you can't even catch himself.
She said that when a man plays tennis, the sport is different from when a woman plays tennis.
True. It's true.
Honestly,
It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game. And I love to play women's tennis, and I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it. Yeah.
Can't we? So I even invoked that argument, and I told her, this is what the woman you're talking about, this is what Serena Williams said with her mouth, that when a sport is being played by a man, it is different from when it's being played by a woman. So what Reece James is saying is rubbish.
And you see that tennis is even more simpler than football.
Yes, no.
They don't too many moving parts. You just have to start the ball and try.
Whatever the case may be, we've seen videos of when they are playing doubles.
Yeah.
Man and woman against man and woman.
The man will serve everything, nothing, no catch one.
The woman cannot return. A woman cannot return a man's serve. That's one. Two, when the match even makes progress, the match just ends up being between the man and the woman. There was one, the women were sitting down on the court while the men were playing. Because that's how
Competitive.
that is the level. They couldn't keep up. They were playing the same match, but the men were playing in a different dimension. So why would a fellow man come and be arguing with me? Now, okay, so just on the final point on this thing, just on the tennis point. Women said, great, men make more money playing tennis than women. The tennis association say, yes, it's true. Right? You know, then I say, okay, all men and all women must pay the same. They are robbing men to do that. To pay women. Why?
Of course, you have to rob men.
The average time for a men's match is 3 hours. 3 hours, 20 minutes, 3 hours plus. The average time for a woman is 2 hours. So a man is working for 3 hours, gets 5 million. There's, you understand? Even the adverts, you can put more adverts in a 3-hour match than a 2-hour match. Meaning that a man's match will make more money.
More people.
But the woman will play for only 2 hours, go and sit down, and she will collect the same 5 million that you paid a man.
Even in basketball, because what happened is
NBA.
WNBA.
Yeah, sometimes they say, some of the mascots make more money than the women. Yes.
They were having it was in a podcast discussion. This guy Green. The woman was like talking guy was like just put out why is so annoyed about that thing is that who is supporting them more? He says the NBA that is supporting them because all the money who is
true.
So why did I complain that she was not like the men don't support us, the NBA does? I was like, whose money is the one they are making? The NBA that's paying.
Yes. The WNBA has never made a profit. The WNBA is a charity.
Yes.
It is a charity organization. So those players are charity workers. There's no difference between them and goodwill. Because they're not making any money.
They're not making profit for this.
They pretend to be athletes, but they're not making any money.
Same with football.
Yeah.
Same for footballers.
Yes.
Because people don't go to watch those matches.
Yes.
And their tickets are way cheaper.
They pay people to
even enter the stadium and sit down.
They can do a shot and say, oh, women's football is growing.
Yes.
I remember they didn't allow us to rest when El Clasico, the female El Clasico, I think they filled out the Camp Nou.
Hopefully you did that.
No, they filled up the Camp Nou, right? So I'm like, okay. They posted on ESPN, oh wow, record attendance for Camp Nou, right? For El Clasico. So my question was, what about Bernabeu? They didn't tell us about the Bernabeu attendance.
Why? Is it because they're supposed to
Because you can't replicate. You can't replicate that. You can't pay people that much money twice. Come and watch women's football. You can't.
In one season.
Because if it was that serious, that women are rushing to go and watch a classical of women, that people are watching a classical.
See that.
They call it a classical.
What do you call it a classical?
See that. Women don't support. Women don't support themselves because we made an example of the fact of record labels. Women don't send. Can't women go watch women's football? Just imagine
they prefer to watch Kardashians.
They don't
drama inside.
If there was drama in football, they will feel out.
They watch it now.
They watch it, but there's no drama. There's
no murder. They like crime drama. It's not drama like romantic. Maybe Britney Griner, the one that is a drug dealer that is in Russia. Maybe she killed somebody. It should be interesting to women.
Makeup.
But it's sports. Sports is a man's thing. So we pretend that women
can play football, technically gifted. She has technique.
This one, you know what made me laugh? I typed up most technical player in the world. Of course, you know the answer of the name that came up first in Google. Can you tell us? Lionel Messi. Right? And this guy. So, what does technique mean when they say Lionel Messi is the most technical player in the world? Do you understand what I mean? And this guy is saying that, oh, she's better than some players in the prime.
Like, ooh. I can't even think of anybody she can be better than.
Nobody can.
I'm saying about 15. She cannot be better than anybody in Oba.
Look at that picture. Ronaldo Jr. It's a shame that he should face jail time.
Yes, you should at least let them find him.
Yeah, you should be fined for
improper conduct. You can't do that.
False accusations.
So that bombshell, guys.
That's like.
Competitions right here. All I know now, so miles don't got no time. Slime, I got my lines. Up tempo, make I catch my vibe. Yeah, look, chopsticks, yeah. Shut out ice prince walking, I'm giving my all to the art. 80% of my vest from the heart. Me, I believe in being creative. I put in the time and I put in the work. Yeah, Hakuna Matata, I give all to God. Trust in the process, believing in me. Yeah, everything calm in due time, guy. Wait for your time, make it no kind of rush. Yeah, me know they dog. I know be baller. Roll up the love, make we touch on cloud now. I do it for the love and I do it for the city. Every J saying that. Me not bad guy. Again.